Anyways, that works.
Sort of. We made it.
We made it. What else was on here? Oh, by the way, welcome to the bonus content. If you're on our Patreon at the what tier level is this?
This is the Avengers one.
The Avengers tier level.
Yeah.
You get this. You get this fun stuff.
Our mightiest heroes out there get this.
I need to work on this
stupid nonsense that we do afterwards.
nonsense. I like how looking up Eddie Murphy on Wikipedia is like genres: observational comedy, musical comedy, blue comedy, black comedy,
Nailed
black
it.
comedy, physical comedy, cringe comedy, insult comedy, satire, sketch comedy, family. Which comedy does he not do?
So Eddie Murphy's comedy.
He doesn't do prop comedy. He left that one to Gallagher.
Nice.
No smashing of the watermelons, I believe.
No.
Yeah, so there was a lot of movies on here trying to narrow this one down, and I would say I'm gonna look up the filmography real quick, but I know there were a couple I said that just barely fell off. Boomerang, I enjoyed that the other night.
Yeah, that was one I was like, is that the one that should go on this list? I mean, does that have a spot somewhere on here? It's a classic one.
I kind of wanted to put it on there, but I edged out Harlem Nights, just because Harlem Nights, I felt like the comedy was a little bit sharper than Boomerang, but I also wanted to give Harlem Nights the edge just because, again, it was directed and written by Eddie Murphy as well.
And Richard Pryor, you gotta give some edge.
You had the comedy of Richard Pryor in that movie as well, so yeah, that's why I wanted to edge it out.
It's our Eddie Murphy list, but Richard Pryor.
I watched
Richard Pryor.
I watched Vampire in Brooklyn, and I like Wes Craven. This was a Wes Craven movie right at the precipice of turning around and doing Scream, which was a phenomenal horror movie at that time. Scream.
It's fascinating to think that Wes Craven directed Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, it is. And the thing is when watching that movie, I felt like there was some kind of detachment. Just something didn't quite feel right in that movie. So I was like, So that's why that one didn't land on the list.
I'm wondering, at what point did we consider 1,000 words on this list?
Not at all.
Oh, that's right.
We didn't consider that for a second.
Tower Heist?
With the exception of who directed Tower Heist, the movie wasn't bad. I saw it once. I remember being entertained and kind of enjoying it, but
it was fine. But compare it to every other movie that's on this list.
Yeah. When I was talking about with Dolomite Is My Name, that really was a return to form for Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And that, before that,
because he was going through a drought for a while. I mean, come on, Meet Dave should have definitely been on this list.
Oh,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah, you had Dreamgirls, so between Dreamgirls and Dolomite Is My Name, you had Norbit. You did have Shrek 3 and 4.
Yeah, but it was Shrek 3 and 4.
Yeah. Meet Dave, Imagine That, Tower Heist, 1,000 Words, and whatever this Mr. Church, I don't know if I remember.
He wandered through the desert.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't even heard of this one.
He wandered through the desert, was looking for that oasis, and Dolomite was the oasis he was looking for.
Mr. Church?
No, Eddie Murphy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about there actually was a Mr. Church.
I mean, I'm sure there is.
Yeah, it's the... It wasn't that the Bruce Willis character from Expendables?
Yeah. Church. It's because they met him in a church.
Yeah. And maybe Daddy Daycare needed to be up here. Haunted Mansion. I don't know. There's a couple of them on here that, I know I liked. What's the other one? Holy Man. That movie is just pure silliness, but it's nowhere near a good movie. That's the one with Jeff Goldblum, where Jeff Goldblum runs a home shopping network channel, and
I want to see that.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's even better. If that's all you heard about this movie, that's the beginning of it, and you already want to see it just based off of that alone.
Jeff Goldblum's doing something. Got it.
Eddie Murphy's in
it also. Sold.
He plays this Hare Krishna type character, and he's all holy. He's all about I guess the Hare Krishna stuff. I don't know how to describe it. Sorry, I know my movies more than.
I'm cutting to the scenes in Scrubs.
Yes, you have him. He comes on. And he has such a great personality that works so well on on camera that Jeff Goldblum basically puts him hosting his own home shopping network. I can't say it. Home shopping network show. I think his like character's name is G, and I want to say the show that he does is called the G Spot.
Oh my gosh! Of course it is.
So,
Of course it is.
yeah, G gets his own spot, the G Spot. Just see how many more times I can mention the name of that show.
That
on
just
here.
sounds super ludicrous, but it sounds like a good time.
It is. It was a silly movie, but yeah, it's still not the strongest. It's just one of those like guilty pleasure, fun to watch movies.
Eddie Murphy's going to be like one of those, though, like at the end of his career, we're going to look back on it and go, you know what? There was a lot more good than there was some rough stuff in there.
We'll always have Norbit.
We'll always have Norbit. No. Yeah, it's he's one of those that it's like, man, he's going to be cherished forever, to be honest. Even going so far as like, we talk about Eddie Murphy, go back and look at his like SNL skits.
Yeah.
Buckwheat, Gumby.
Yeah, Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
What? I love that. I love that.
That's why, like when he was on SNL like last year, that was like probably one of the best SNLs in a while.
Yeah, because he basically just like went back and revisited all of his like familiar characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was really good.
He's a talented comedic man.
Yeah. So it was a lot of fun. This is the first ranking video we've done for a person specifically. I know we're going to do some more, but this was just like a prime opportunity because Coming to America is on Amazon Prime. So it was a prime opportunity. Sorry, can't help it.
They're sponsoring this video.
No, they're not.
No, because this particular one's on Patreon. So.
By the time y'all see this behind the scenes video, we probably would have already seen Coming to America.
Yeah.
And probably in the process, depending on when you watch it, in the process of filming and releasing the review for it. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, I've said it before. I'm a little like trepidatious about it. There was a $6 word.
It's one I use all the time, so I'm rich.
Yeah. I'm a little hesitant about it just because there has
It's a $5
been,
word.
Yeah. There's been a pattern of, again, comedy movies that wait like years, decades to do a follow-up or a sequel. They tend not to do very well at all.
Yeah.
So I'm a little, I don't know how to feel about this.
Feel that unease in my jellies.
The trailers that we've gotten for it so far look really good. I like it, but it seems like a lot of the stuff in the trailers do seem to be fan service, like them going back to the Mighty Sharp, the barber shop, and they're like, "Hey, Kuta Kente!" Like,
literally all the characters that had just minor appearances in the first movie are back again. I honestly want Samuel L. Jackson to pop up in it.
yes, if he could pop up, I want to see like if he pops up, is he like has he gone like a straight path? He's no longer robbing people. Maybe he's like a holy man or something.
Corrected his life. That would be hilarious.
Okay. Here's the one thing. I'll say this here. I'm willing to bet that that's what they do with him if he's in this movie because the movie's PG-13, so he can't cuss. Or he's the one who gets the one like use of the F word in this movie.
Maybe. He's like on the straight and narrow, and then like all of a sudden at the end, he just finds some reason to bust out a mother.
Yeah. Hey, weren't you the one that called me a diseased rhinoceros pizzle? For 30-something years, I've been trying to figure out what's a diseased rhinoceros pizzle.
That's been holding over my head for so long, man. It really spoke to me. I got my life corrected after that. It'd be funny.
But I'm still wondering, what's a pizzle?
But what is a pizzle?
Something that belongs to a diseased rhinoceros, apparently.
Anyway, you can see more thoughts like this over on our watch along for Coming to America, which you're on the Patreon, so you have access to.
Yeah.
Most of you probably were already there when we did it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's going to wrap this one up. Thank you guys so much for being patrons. We love each and every one of you so deeply. And that sounded so like... That did not sound sincere at all. It's sincere. I love you guys.
No, it sounded sincere, just not sincere in the way that you would want it to be.
So deeply.
So deeply.
Deeply.
Just deep and caressing.
We lost all of our patrons.
Dang it.
Anyway, guys.
Again?
You throwing bloopers on this one, right?
Yeah, there's some bloopers at the end of this.
Yeah, we definitely laughed a little during this video. So stay tuned, laugh a little bit with us, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Okay, so coming back from the intro.
What's going on, guys? We're the Cinefanatics. My name is Chris Adams.
Now I'm Robert Adams.
And we are doing a ranking today of Eddie Murphy movies. Didn't know if you could catch that from the beginning there, but we're going to be doing some stuff.
Would you like to start that over?
Yeah, I would. And so it begins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Party all the time. Okay. I can't get it.
Yeah.
I can't figure out, is he inhaling or exhaling when he laughs that way? At least I know when Seth Rogen he's exhaling the entire time. Because when he's inhaling, he's usually inhaling pot.
There's usually a joint or a pipe.
There's usually a joint attached to it.
Okay. Final take. Maybe. Probably not.
Here's the thing. Mulan is a great 90s Disney. Disney is the company I'm looking for there. Not DreamWorks, not Nickelodeon, not literally every other company who couldn't possibly be the one I was looking for just then.
Quick tip. If you're ever making videos on the internet and you're trying to figure out what film studio made a movie and it's just not coming to you, just say Disney, because probably about 90% of the time, it's going to be Disney anyways. Just say Disney.
It's Disney.
Just Disney.
The big D.
Don't say that.
That's why I was like, you should have.
Oh, hell no. Don't be starting that. Usually just does it once and then it doesn't do it again for like another couple of months. Or it will start doing it every like 3 hours.
No, it did it the other night.
Oh.
It just picks the most inopportune times to do that, though.
Yep.
Our last smoke detector, it's going to come out of the ceiling and we're not going to be protected against fire whatsoever.
Yeah, there's 2 other floors underneath us. If something's on fire, we'll know about it. Hi.
Be gone with you, Kitty. Leave us. And man, Eddie Murphy's performance in it was just one to write home about. Whatever the hell you want to write home. I mean, literally write home whatever you want. Oh, I like that movie. That's a nice movie.
Damn it, Lola. You also get extra footage of stuff that happens after we cut off the camera for these rankings. No, that doesn't make any sense. We didn't cut off the camera. You can watch stuff that we cut the camera off of for. Dang. You also get Lola bloopers. What, Lola? What's the matter?
Did you pet her or something real quick and let her feel loved?